Oh, beautiful, for heroes proved in liberating strife, who more than self their country love, and mercy more than life. America, oh America, may God thy gold revive, till all success be nobleness, and every gain divine. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber ways of grain, for purple mountain majesty, above the fruited plain. America, oh America, God shed His grace on thee, yeah, and crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea.
Let him go!
God shed His grace on thee, crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining
My name is Timothy Walker. I'm 17 years old. I'm a junior at Crenshaw High School. I was born in South Los Angeles.
Hi, my name is Janice Walker. I'm 17 years old. I was also born in South LA.
I'm afraid for her, just just making sure that she okay.
To a certain extent, like I'm afraid to get to the goals that I'm trying to reach, because I'm afraid that the Caucasian person or anybody else is gonna put me down because of my skin color. And also, I'm afraid for my brother, because I feel like him being a young black person, like all these violent acts is happening to young black men. I'm just afraid. I'm just kind of afraid for you a little bit.
New tonight, a deadly shooting in Sanford. Police have the gun. They've got the shooter, but they have not arrested him. And as Fox 35's Keith Landry tells us, the dead man's grieving family wants to know why not.
Michael Dunn told them he felt threatened, and that's why he started shooting last Friday night.
The 45-year-old Brevard County man is awaiting extradition to Jacksonville, where police say he fired 8 or 9 times into an SUV at a Gate gas station, killing 17-year-old Jordan Davis.
A tragic case of mistaken identity is the explanation given as to why Los Angeles police officers fired 100 rounds at 2 unarmed women delivering newspapers. Neighbors are still shocked and frustrated.
My name is Joanne Berlin. I am currently serving as the kind of interim coordinator for the Committee for Racial Justice here in Santa Monica. Clearly in this country, the origins can stem way back. People coming over from somewhere else encountered Native Americans who they deemed inferior, and part of that may have been because of the color of their skin. And then, of course, you have slavery. All of that backdrop contributes to a kind of a sense by whites in this country, whether they are conscious of it or not, or admit it or not, that they are somehow superior. White people have just forgotten about the whole history. It isn't something that impinges upon them. They do not even see the racial discrimination that's in place. They do not even see institutional racism.
The president has called upon Americans to have a frank and open discussion on race.
There's been talk about should we convene a conversation on race.
There's just one problem.
It's talked about too much.
You think race is talked about too much?
It is. I think the fact that we keep talking about the problems exacerbates the problems.
Why bring it up if it's not a problem for you?
I mean, as black people, we talk about race all the time. It's something that we have to deal with all the time.
White privilege, it affects every aspect of your life. Part of the privilege of being white is that you don't have to feel uncomfortable just existing and thinking a police officer is going to profile you for what you look like.
Colors, and I'm founder and lead organizer of the Coalition to End Sheriff Violence in LA Jails. And we could have a very sterile conversation about, well, people need to follow rules and follow laws, but if those laws are racist, if those laws are wrought full of patriarchy, if those laws are wrought full of transphobia, then those laws are actually, should be destroyed. I talk about law enforcement a lot because the way they're painted in the media is as if they're the heroes, that they come and save the day. And I think that actually there's some sort of like psychological break, because if you're on the one hand supposed to be a hero, and then on the other hand you're supposed to be, criminalizing, they're taught to criminalize and racially profile certain communities, then you're taught that actually to be a hero is to criminalize and racially profile.
Big Mike, God bless you.
God bless you, brother. How you doing today?
Blessed by the best.
Yeah.
Too blessed to be shredded. Too harmonic to be the planet. Bless the Holly Faithful.
Amen. God bless you, sir.
My name is Michael Cummins, Elder Michael Cummins. I'm part of We Care Outreach Ministry, which is a nonprofit organization that me and my wife Sana founded here in Watts. As today, our sheriff department is real bad with this police brutality. As out here in South Central here in Watts, as I roll through the community, I see the sheriff department, and the sheriff department actually stops our young men. If the young man is on a bike, the sheriff would actually bump him off the bike. When he falls, then they put him on the car, put him down on the hood. The hood is hot, his hands is hot, and then they put all this stuff on the car, and then they make him sit on the curb and take his shoes and socks off.
As you can imagine, being a police officer for 26 years, actually 26 and a half years, I've enjoyed training and mentoring young men and women who've had dreams and aspirations of working in the community of law enforcement. And so with that, we owe it to the department, we owe it to our families, we owe it to the community not to lower ourselves to where we become the very thing that we're trying to fight against, and that's that type of stereotypical ignorance. I can give you an example. One of my classmates, matter of fact, don't hate the guy, have utmost respect for him, but we were working together once, and we had a young man who was African-American descent in our custody. I'm sitting in the back seat next to him, and he slips the N-word. And so the young man looked at me in custody and says, hey, like, what color are you?
A lot of times, you get treated differently just because you're a black male or black female, and a lot of people they tend to think that ever since Martin Luther King did what he did, that things are different. But that's not the case. A lot of times you might even try to be getting a job or something like that, or just you might even be walking in the street and people look at you differently just because of their perceptions of you. And I think it's tough to go to school. It's tough to just to function in society when you have people that's already have these preconceptions about you before they even know who you are.
Young people are interpreting what's happening to them. I would think at the very least it would make them confused, it would make them uncertain about who they are, what they're worth, and angry. I would think it should make them angry. It makes me angry. I should think it would make them very angry.
It's hard to live in America as a black youth, a black female, or a black male, because knowing what we fought for in our ancestors, like back in the day, that's already hard to go through, or here. And us being black, living here, and just people are judging us, doing stereotypes. It's hard to go through that, and it's hard to achieve like like if you say you have a high expectation goal, it's hard to get to that goal because everybody that's knocking you down or everybody doesn't like you already because of your skin color, because they always saying this about you, saying this, oh, you dumb or something like that because of your skin color.
Teachers, maybe it's unconscious bias for a lot of them. They don't even realize it, but maybe they don't expect very much from students of color. A child knows whether you expect something from them or you don't expect something from them. So this kind of violence, psychological violence, starts very early against people of color in this country. And I think it's very harmful.
I mean, first and foremost, there's the big T word, which is called trauma. And I think when we're trying to have conversations about the terrorism that Black people in particular have suffered under law enforcement and under white supremacy, we have to talk about trauma and its impact. I do this work because of how hopeless and helpless I felt as a child and witnessing law enforcement brutalize, scrutinize, stop and frisk my family and my community. And I do this work to build power. Real and true power, I think, belongs to the people.
I think I am one of the leading role models. I think I'm here in South Central Watts. I think I got the best reputation in the world. I mean that my word is my bond, and what I mean by that, I want to show the young men and the young women how they should act, how they should be. I feel that I speak for the one that can't speak for themselves. I feel that I fight for the one that can't fight for themselves. So that's why I do what I do, you know. And it's not just for my family and kids, but it's for everybody's family and kids.
Hopefully, some of the recruits that I've trained over the years will take it to heart and always remember what I said, is that you cannot be bigger than the badge, and you have to be willing to serve the people, and you can't serve the people unless you love the people.
The program that we're in is SAYA, South Central Youth Empowered Through Action. We basically develop youth leadership skills and get them politically educated and educate us about our community and let us give back to our community and help our community.
My hope and dream, like, I guess, my dream would be to make enough change, you know, that I will feel comfortable with, you know, even though I know I want to leave something that's behind so somebody else can pick up right after me, and hopefully just become, I know it's gonna take a while, but mayor, South LA, and for tennis, I'm just to keep doing what she's doing. I'm proud of her, no matter what she does, and to make sure that, you know, she doesn't get off on the right track. Because even though she do, I'm gonna be there right back to pull her back on, and yeah, that's it. And just keep doing you.
Hopes and dreams is basically just to keep living life and just to give back to my community and be able to go to college and graduate and be wealthy enough and happy enough in my career to give back to my community and give back to what's not right in my community. And my hopes and dreams for Timothy is basically to keep doing what he's doing, because what he's doing, I feel like he's on the right track, but please don't let nobody distract you from what you're doing, even when you're in college. And also, I hope you become the mayor. I do.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm just trying to see some better days before the afterlife. Hard enough being black in a world that tells you only white is right. Take it as a grain of salt or throw it like a grain of rice. I'm about this revolution. Blood and tears is what I've sacrificed. Coming like a thief in the night with a little bit of something that'll get your act right. Still ain't got my record deal, and that there blows like bagpipes. World staying on my shoulders, man, my walk ain't even feeling right. I wish they had a pill for peace to help me close my eyes at night.
If there was a pill for peace, what would it look like? Red or blue, what would it look like? What would it taste like? What would it feel like? How much would they sell it for? Low enough for the rich, too high for the poor. Doesn't matter what it looks like, only matters what you look like, and that it feels right. Yeah.
I'm just
just trying to see some better days before the afterlife. Hard enough being black in a world that tells you only white is right. Take it as a grain of salt or throw it like a grain of rice. I'm about this revolution, blood and tears just what I've sacrificed. Coming like a thief in the night with a little bit of something that'll get your act right. Still ain't got my record deal, and that blows like bagpipes. World staying on my shoulders, man, my walk ain't even feeling right. I wish they had a bill for peace to help me close my eyes at night. Mr. Pusher, man, can I get that medicine that'll cure everything?